What if some of the world's most powerful knowledge was hidden inside ancient Egypt? A philosophy so influential that it shaped alchemy, mysticism, religion, psychology, and modern self-help. Yet most people have never heard of it. This is the lost wisdom of Hermes Trismegistus.
Hermeticism, a philosophical and spiritual system, originates from the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, merging the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. This tradition emphasizes hidden knowledge and wisdom, intriguing scholars and spiritual seekers for centuries. Its core principle, as above, so below, suggests a universe where the macrocosm and microcosm reflect each other. This perspective invites a holistic view of life, balancing material and spiritual existence. Hermetic texts, primarily the Hermetica, provide a foundation for a broad tradition influencing Western esoteric thought. If you enjoyed this introduction to Hermeticism, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kelvin Jasi. Like, share, and comment to support more content like this. Hermeticism's origins are eclectic, synthesizing elements from Greek, Egyptian, and Christian thought. This cross-cultural blend was facilitated by the cosmopolitan nature of Hellenistic Egypt, particularly in Alexandria. The resultant body of knowledge formed the basis of what we now refer to as Hermeticism. After its initial development in Hellenistic Egypt, it found a new audience in the Renaissance when scholars rediscovered classical texts, including the Hermetic corpus. This rediscovery influenced prominent Renaissance figures such as Marsilio Ficino and Giordano Bruno. Hermeticism during the Renaissance also ventured into the realms of science and medicine, bridging the mystical and the empirical. The scientific revolution and the Age of Enlightenment introduced a more skeptical view of the mystical, leading to a decline in the mainstream prominence of Hermeticism. Despite this, the underlying principles of Hermeticism have continued to influence spiritual and philosophical thought up to the present day. Hermes Trismegistus, thrice great Hermes, is a figure shrouded in mystery. He embodies both the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. Mythical accounts grant him a nearly divine status. Legend says he authored thousands of texts on the divine and cosmos. These stories underscore his symbolic role as a guide. His name lent authority to writings forming Hermetic philosophy. Hermes Trismegistus remains an enduring symbol of wisdom. At the heart of Hermeticism lie several fundamental principles that outline its worldview. The principle of correspondence, encapsulated in the phrase, as above so below, posits a harmony between the various planes of existence. Another key principle is the concept of vibration, suggesting that everything in the universe is in constant motion, vibrating at different frequencies. Hermeticism teaches that by understanding these vibrations, one can influence one's physical and spiritual environment. The principle of polarity holds that everything has its opposite, and opposites are actually different manifestations of the same thing. Light and dark, hot and cold, good and evil, these dualities are seen as complementary pairs that create balance in the universe. Finally, the principle of mentalism underscores the Hermetic belief that the all is mind, suggesting that our realities are shaped by our perceptions. This transformative potential is at the core of Hermetic practice, aiming to elevate both the individual and the collective consciousness. Hermeticism is not merely a philosophical or spiritual belief system, it is also a path of knowledge. For adherents, the pursuit of gnosis, or knowledge of the divine, is paramount. This pursuit involves a profound transformation of the seeker's entire being. Through practices like meditation, alchemy, and astrology, Hermetics seek to align themselves with the universal laws and understand the deeper truths of existence. Alchemy represents the transformation of the self, with alchemists working on purifying their spiritual impurities to achieve enlightenment. Astrology is used as a tool to understand the influences of the celestial bodies on the human psyche and the natural world. By studying the movements and positions of planets and stars, Hermetics gain insights into the macrocosmic forces at play in their lives. Meditation and contemplative practices are essential for making direct contact with higher realms of consciousness, helping in quieting the mind and transforming awareness. Hermeticism posits that the cosmos is governed by certain universal laws, which are both metaphysical and practical. Understanding these laws enables one to navigate life more effectively and harmoniously. The law of correspondence states that the macrocosm is mirrored in the microcosm, teaching that everything is interconnected. The law of vibration states that everything in the universe is in constant motion, vibrating at its own frequency. Positive thoughts and emotions are believed to resonate at higher frequencies, attracting positive experiences. The law of polarity teaches that everything has its opposite, and these opposites are identical in nature but different in degree. Understanding this law helps in managing life's ups and downs more effectively. The law of mentalism emphasizes that the universe is a mental creation, suggesting that by mastering our thoughts and beliefs, we can shape our experiences and influence our reality. The influence of Hermeticism extends beyond esoteric circles and has permeated various aspects of modern thought. Its principles can be found in contemporary psychology, especially in the works of Carl Jung, who used concepts such as synchronicity and the collective unconscious. In the realm of physics, particularly in quantum mechanics, echoes of Hermetic principles can be discerned. The idea that the observer affects the observed mirrors the Hermetic view of the interconnectedness and mental nature of the universe. The principles of Hermeticism have found a place in the New Thought movement, emphasizing mental and spiritual power over physical circumstances. Leaders of this movement, such as William Walker Atkinson and Neville Goddard, drew heavily on Hermetic teachings. Their teachings have influenced modern self-help and motivational literature, showing the practical applications of Hermetic wisdom. The environmental movement has also been touched by Hermetic thought, particularly the principle of correspondence, promoting sustainability and respect for nature. Hermeticism is not only a theoretical framework, but also a practical spiritual path. Its practices are designed to align the practitioner with the universal laws and facilitate personal transformation. These practices include meditation, ritual, and the study of sacred texts, each serving to deepen understanding and enhance spiritual growth. Meditation in Hermeticism often involves visualization techniques and the contemplation of universal symbols. Through meditation, practitioners seek to transcend the mundane and connect with the higher aspects of themselves and the universe. Rituals in Hermeticism are used to harmonize the practitioner's personal energy with the cosmic energies. The study of sacred texts, such as the Corpus Hermeticum, is fundamental to Hermetic practice, seeking not only knowledge but also wisdom. The practice of alchemy, both spiritual and physical, remains a significant aspect of Hermeticism, aiming to purify thoughts and emotions and achieve a state of higher consciousness. Hermeticism has made substantial contributions to the arts and sciences, influencing areas ranging from literature and painting to chemistry and psychology. In literature, Hermetic themes can be found in the works of William Blake, who imbued his poetry and visual art with mystical and visionary elements. In the visual arts, symbols and themes from Hermeticism have been used to convey deeper spiritual truths. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci incorporated esoteric and Hermetic symbols in their work, suggesting a hidden layer of knowledge and insight. In the realm of science, the early alchemists, influenced by Hermetic principles, laid the groundwork for modern chemistry. Their work in transforming substances led to discoveries about the properties of elements and the nature of chemical reactions. Though their mystical goals were not realized, their practical experiments contributed to the development of scientific methods. The psychological insights from Hermeticism have enriched the field of psychology, particularly through the influence on Jungian psychology. Despite its rich history and profound influence, Hermeticism faces challenges and misconceptions. One major challenge is its esoteric nature, which can make its teachings seem inaccessible or cryptic to newcomers. Misconceptions about Hermeticism often arise from its association with occult practices, viewed simply as magic or superstition. This reductionist view overlooks the broad spectrum of Hermetic thought and its relevance to philosophical inquiry and spiritual practice. The secretive nature of many Hermetic societies can sometimes lead to exclusivity or a sense of elitism. Addressing these challenges requires a balanced approach that respects the depth and integrity of Hermetic teachings while making them more accessible. Efforts to demystify the teachings and present them in a contemporary context can help bridge the gap between esoteric knowledge and modern seekers of wisdom. Hermeticism, with its rich tapestry of metaphysical principles and practical wisdom, offers a unique perspective on life and the universe. The teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, though ancient, have a timeless quality that continues to resonate with those seeking deeper understanding and spiritual growth. The principles of Hermeticism provide tools for understanding and transformation that are both profound and relevant. Its influence on various fields, from psychology and science to art and environmentalism, demonstrates its versatility and adaptability. In an era marked by rapid change and uncertainty, the wisdom of Hermes Trismegistus offers a beacon of stability and enlightenment. By engaging with these teachings, we open ourselves to a world of deeper understanding and connection, both with the cosmos and with each other. Hermeticism invites us on a journey not just of learning, but of transformation, leading us toward a deeper, more connected existence. Hermeticism. It sounds like a whisper from a distant past. It speaks of hidden wisdom and ancient secrets. This mysterious tradition has captivated thinkers for centuries. But what is Hermeticism, and where did it come from? Hermeticism is a philosophical and spiritual tradition. It emphasizes the interconnectedness of all things. It draws inspiration from a figure shrouded in legend, Hermes Trismegistus. Thrice great Hermes is a mythical sage. He is said to be the author of the Hermetic texts. These texts cover a wide range of topics. They discuss alchemy, astrology, and the nature of the divine. Hermeticism is not a religion in the traditional sense. It does not have a fixed set of beliefs or practices. Instead, it is a way of thinking about the world. It is a way of understanding our place in the cosmos. Hermeticism invites us to look beyond the surface of things. It urges us to seek the hidden connections that bind all of creation together. In a world often fragmented and divided, Hermeticism offers a vision of unity. It suggests a path to spiritual enlightenment through knowledge and self-discovery. Let us embark on a journey to explore the origins of this enigmatic tradition. The origins of Hermeticism are shrouded in mystery. Like many ancient traditions, its roots reach deep into the past. They intertwine with the beliefs and practices of earlier cultures. To understand Hermeticism, we must journey back in time. We must explore the ancient worlds of Egypt and Greece. Hermeticism emerged in the cultural melting pot of the Hellenistic period. This era followed the conquest of Alexander the Great. It was a time of great intellectual and cultural exchange. Greek ideas mingled with those of the East. This fusion gave rise to new ways of thinking about the world. The Hermetic texts themselves are believed to have been written between the 1st and 3rd centuries CE. They claim to contain ancient wisdom passed down from Hermes Trismegistus. However, scholars suggest that the texts are a product of their time. They reflect the syncretic nature of Hellenistic culture.
Section 5. The Corpus Hermeticum, a window into Hermeticism. At the heart of Hermeticism lies the Corpus Hermeticum, a collection of texts attributed to Hermes Trismegistus. These writings, discovered in the 15th century, sparked a renewed interest in Hermetic thought. They offered a glimpse into a world of ancient wisdom. The Corpus Hermeticum is a diverse collection. It includes dialogues, treatises, and hymns. These texts explore a wide range of themes. They discuss the nature of God, the cosmos, and the human soul. They delve into topics like astrology, alchemy, and magic. One of the central themes of the Corpus Hermeticum is the concept of gnosis, a Greek word meaning knowledge. Hermeticism emphasizes the pursuit of spiritual knowledge. It views this knowledge as the key to salvation and enlightenment. The text suggests that by understanding the divine mind, we can come to understand ourselves and our place in the universe. Section 6. Unveiling the Secrets of the Emerald Tablet. Perhaps the most famous of all Hermetic texts is the Emerald Tablet. This enigmatic text, often attributed to Hermes Trismegistus himself, is a concise yet profound statement of Hermetic principles. Its cryptic language has been the subject of much interpretation and debate. The Emerald Tablet begins with the famous lines, "That which is below is like that which is above, and that which is above is like that which is below, to accomplish the miracles of the one thing." This statement encapsulates the Hermetic belief in the interconnectedness of all things. It suggests that the microcosm of the human being reflects the macrocosm of the universe. The Emerald Tablet goes on to describe the process of creation. It alludes to the descent of the divine spirit into matter and the subsequent ascent of the soul back to its divine source. The text has been seen as a blueprint for spiritual alchemy. It is a guide to transforming the base metal of our lower nature into the gold of spiritual enlightenment.
Section 7. The Rise of Hermeticism, a Time of Change. Hermeticism emerged during a period of profound change and upheaval. The Hellenistic world was a melting pot of cultures and ideas. Old certainties were crumbling. New ways of thinking were taking root. The conquests of Alexander the Great had brought about the collapse of the old Greek city-states. In their place arose vast empires ruled by Macedonian kings. This shift in power brought about a sense of disorientation and anxiety. People were searching for new sources of meaning and stability. Traditional religions were losing their hold on the popular imagination. People were becoming disillusioned with the old gods. They were seeking new forms of spirituality that could provide solace and guidance in a rapidly changing world. Section 8. Alexandria, the Crucible of Hermetic Thought. The city of Alexandria, founded by Alexander the Great, became a major center of Hermetic thought. Located at the crossroads of East and West, Alexandria was a cosmopolitan city. It was home to a diverse population of Greeks, Egyptians, Jews, and Romans. Alexandria boasted the largest library in the ancient world. It was a beacon of learning and scholarship. Scholars from all over the Mediterranean flocked to Alexandria to study. They shared their ideas in the city's bustling streets and libraries. The intellectual ferment of Alexandria provided fertile ground for the growth of Hermeticism. The city's diverse population brought with them a wide range of beliefs and practices. These ideas intermingled and cross-fertilized, giving rise to new syncretic traditions. Hermeticism, with its blend of Egyptian and Greek influences, was a product of this unique cultural milieu. Section 9. Hermeticism's Legacy, Echoes in Western Thought. Hermeticism may have its roots in the ancient world, but its influence continues to resonate today. Hermetic ideas have left an indelible mark on Western thought. They have shaped the course of philosophy, religion, and science. During the Renaissance, there was a resurgence of interest in Hermeticism. Scholars rediscovered the Corpus Hermeticum and other Hermetic texts. They embraced its wisdom. Hermetic ideas influenced some of the greatest thinkers of the Renaissance. These thinkers included Leonardo da Vinci, Marsilio Ficino, and Giordano Bruno. Hermeticism's emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things found expression in the scientific revolution. Scientists like Isaac Newton and Johannes Kepler were influenced by Hermetic ideas. They sought to uncover the hidden laws governing the universe.
Section 10. The Enduring Allure of Hermetic Wisdom. Hermeticism continues to fascinate and inspire people today. Its enduring appeal lies in its timeless wisdom. Hermeticism offers a way of understanding the world that speaks to something deep within the human spirit. In a world often fragmented and divided, Hermeticism reminds us of the interconnectedness of all things. It teaches us that we are all part of a vast and interconnected web of being. This idea offers a sense of belonging and purpose. Hermeticism emphasizes the importance of self-knowledge and spiritual transformation. It encourages us to look within ourselves to discover our true nature. This inward focus is more relevant than ever in today's fast-paced and often superficial world.
Section 11. Conclusion. Hermeticism's timeless message. Hermeticism, with its roots in ancient Egypt and Greece, offers a unique blend of philosophy, spirituality, and mysticism. Its emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things, the pursuit of spiritual knowledge, and the potential for personal transformation continues to resonate with seekers today. The Hermetic texts, particularly the Corpus Hermeticum and the Emerald Tablet, provide a glimpse into this ancient tradition. They offer guidance for those seeking to understand the mysteries of the cosmos and the human soul. Hermeticism's legacy is vast and enduring. Its ideas have shaped Western thought for centuries. As we have explored the origins and key principles of Hermeticism, we have uncovered a rich tapestry of ancient wisdom. This wisdom speaks to the deepest longings of the human heart. It offers a path to knowledge, enlightenment, and spiritual fulfillment. Hidden within the mists of time lies a collection of ancient texts known as the Hermetica. These writings, attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, hold profound secrets about the universe and our place within it. Central to Hermetic philosophy is the principle of mentalism, asserting the all is mind. This suggests the universe is a mental creation born from consciousness itself. The Hermetic teachings offer a glimpse into the hidden workings of reality. They invite us to explore the vast potential of our minds and understand the interconnectedness of all things. As we delve deeper, we unlock a universe of infinite possibilities where thoughts shape our realities.
Imagine a universe where thoughts are the very fabric of existence. This is the principle of mentalism. Consciousness is the ultimate reality, the source of all things. The physical universe is an extension of the mind. Our thoughts impact the world around us. Every creation began as a thought. We can harness this power to create our reality. Understanding thought helps us direct our creative energies. This challenges our perception of reality. We are active participants in the cosmos. Our thoughts shape our experiences.
Every thought we think sends out a ripple of energy into the universe, like a stone cast into a still pond. These ripples interact with the energy of other thoughts, creating patterns and attracting experiences that resonate with our dominant mental state. This is the essence of the law of attraction, a key principle in Hermetic philosophy. Our minds are like gardens, and our thoughts are the seeds we plant. If we cultivate negative thoughts, we will reap a harvest of unwanted experiences. Conversely, if we nurture positive, empowering thoughts, our lives will blossom with abundance and joy. The key to shaping our reality lies in understanding the power of our thoughts and choosing them wisely. The principle of mentalism teaches us that we are not victims of circumstance but creators of our own experiences. We have the power to change our thoughts, and by doing so, we change our reality. By taking responsibility for our thoughts and actively cultivating a positive mental state, we can begin to attract more of what we desire into our lives.
The Hermetic principle of correspondence states that there is a fundamental interconnectedness between all levels of existence. What we observe in the macrocosm of the universe is mirrored in the microcosm of our own lives. Just as the universe is governed by laws and principles, so too are our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. This principle reminds us that we are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of its grand design. The same creative forces that gave birth to galaxies and stars are at work within us, shaping our thoughts, feelings, and experiences. By studying the laws of the universe, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the cosmos. The principle of correspondence invites us to see the universe as a reflection of our own minds. Our thoughts and beliefs create our reality, just as the thoughts of the divine mind created the universe. By aligning our thoughts with the principles of harmony, abundance, and love, we can create a life that reflects these qualities.
Section 5. The Mental Alchemist, Transforming Thoughts into Reality. The ancient alchemists sought to transmute base metals into gold. In a similar vein, the principle of mentalism teaches us that we can transform our negative thoughts and limiting beliefs into positive, empowering ones. This process of mental alchemy is the key to unlocking our full potential and creating a life of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Just as the alchemist carefully combines and heats elements to create something new, we can use the tools of awareness, intention, and focus to transform our thoughts. By becoming conscious observers of our mental patterns, we can identify and release limiting beliefs that no longer serve us. Through practices like meditation, visualization, and affirmations, we can begin to reprogram our subconscious minds with positive, life-affirming beliefs. This process requires patience, persistence, and a willingness to confront and release old patterns of thinking. However, the rewards are well worth the effort.
Section 6. Mentalism in Action. Practical applications for daily life. Mentalism is a practical tool to improve our lives. By directing our mental energy, we create the reality we desire. Practice gratitude to shift your vibrational frequency. Set clear goals, and visualize success to guide your actions. Reframe challenges as opportunities for growth. Remember, we are conscious creators of our reality. Section 7. The Art of Visualization. Painting your future with thought. Visualization is a powerful tool that allows us to harness the creative power of our minds to manifest our desires. It is the process of creating a clear, detailed mental image of what we want to experience in our lives. By engaging all of our senses and feeling the emotions associated with our desired outcome, we imprint this image onto our subconscious minds, sending a powerful message to the universe. Athletes use visualization to improve their performance, imagining themselves executing perfect movements and achieving victory. Entrepreneurs visualize their businesses thriving, attracting customers and achieving financial success. Artists visualize their masterpieces coming to life, stroke by stroke, color by color. The key to effective visualization is to create a vivid, emotionally charged image and to focus on it with unwavering faith and expectation. The more we can embody the feeling of having already achieved our goal, the more we align ourselves with its manifestation in the physical world.
What you are learning in this video is exactly why understanding history matters. Because for centuries, powerful civilizations, philosophies, and systems of knowledge connected to Africa were hidden, distorted, or erased from mainstream education. And that is one of the reasons I wrote my book, Decolonize African Institutions. In this book, I explore how colonialism reshaped African education, identity, politics, economics, and even the way Africans understand their own history and civilization. Because true freedom is not only political, it is also mental, it is cultural, it is intellectual. If we do not control our own narratives, other people will define us for us. So if you want to go deeper into the conversation about African history, decolonization, knowledge systems, and reclaiming African consciousness, get your copy of Decolonize African Institutions now on Amazon. Link in the description. Now, let us continue uncovering the lost wisdom of Hermes Trismegistus.
Section 8. Affirmations. Speaking your reality into existence. Affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves, either silently or aloud, to reprogram our subconscious minds and align ourselves with our desired outcomes. They are powerful tools for transforming limiting beliefs, building self-confidence, and attracting abundance into our lives. The key to using affirmations effectively is to choose statements that resonate with us emotionally and to repeat them with conviction and belief. By consistently affirming our desired reality, we begin to embody the qualities and beliefs that will attract it into our lives. Affirmations work by bypassing the conscious mind and imprinting positive suggestions directly onto the subconscious. Over time, these suggestions become our new beliefs, influencing our thoughts, feelings, and actions. By choosing affirmations that reflect our highest aspirations, we can literally speak our reality into existence.
Section 9. Mastering your thoughts, mastering your life. The principle of mentalism teaches us that the key to mastering our lives lies in mastering our thoughts. Our thoughts create our reality, and by choosing our thoughts consciously, we choose our destiny. This is not to say that we should strive for a life devoid of challenges or difficulties. Rather, it is about approaching these challenges with a positive, empowered mindset, knowing that we have the inner resources to overcome them. Mastering our thoughts is an ongoing process requiring constant vigilance and self-awareness. It is about becoming aware of our negative thought patterns and choosing to replace them with positive, life-affirming ones. It is about cultivating a mindset of gratitude, abundance, and love, knowing that these qualities are reflected back to us in our experiences. By taking responsibility for our thoughts, we take responsibility for our lives. We become conscious creators of our reality, attracting experiences that are in alignment with our highest good.
Section 10. The Journey Within, Exploring the Depths of Your Mind. The principle of mentalism invites us on a journey of self-discovery, to explore the vast potential of our own minds. It is a journey that requires courage, curiosity, and a willingness to confront our deepest fears and limiting beliefs. It is a journey that leads us to the realization that we are not separate from the universe, but rather an integral part of its grand design. Through practices like meditation, mindfulness, and introspection, we can begin to quiet the chatter of the external world and tune into the wisdom of our inner being. As we delve deeper into the depths of our own minds, we connect with the universal consciousness that permeates all things. We discover that we are not limited beings, but rather infinite expressions of the divine mind. The journey within is a lifelong adventure, full of wonder, discovery, and transformation. It is a journey that leads us to our true nature, to the realization that we are not merely human beings, but spiritual beings having a human experience.
Embracing the power of mentalism. Mentalism reminds us we are active participants in the cosmos. Our thoughts shape our reality, attracting experiences aligned with our mental state. By applying mentalism, we manifest lives filled with joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Cultivating awareness and choosing thoughts consciously directs our lives. Embracing mentalism, we unlock our potential as conscious creators. This realization gives us the freedom to create a life truly our own.
Have you ever looked up at the night sky and felt small? It's a feeling that has connected humanity across the ages, like a tiny speck in a vast and mysterious universe. This sense of wonder and curiosity has driven us to explore the cosmos and seek answers to the big questions. The ancient Egyptians felt that same awe. They gazed at the stars and saw a reflection of the divine, a cosmic order that influenced their lives and beliefs. They believed in a wise figure named Hermes Trismegistus. This legendary sage was thought to be a bridge between the human and the divine, a conduit of celestial wisdom. He was said to hold the secrets of the universe. These secrets were not just about the stars, but about the very nature of existence and the hidden forces that shape our reality. Hermes Trismegistus means thrice great Hermes. This title signifies his mastery over three realms: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. He wasn't just a man, but a symbol of wisdom and knowledge. His teachings have influenced countless generations, inspiring philosophers, scientists, and mystics alike. The Egyptians believed he gave humanity a gift, Hermeticism. This ancient tradition offers profound insights into the nature of reality and our place within it. This is a set of teachings that explains the universe and our place in it. Hermeticism encompasses a wide range of esoteric knowledge, from alchemy to astrology. Hermeticism is full of fascinating ideas. It encourages us to look beyond the surface and seek deeper truths, to understand the hidden connections that bind all things. One of the most important is the principle of correspondence. This principle teaches that there is a harmony between the different levels of reality. This principle is often summed up in a simple phrase: as above, so below. What does this mean? It suggests that the patterns and laws that govern the heavens also apply to the earth. It means that the universe is like a giant mirror. The microcosm reflects the macrocosm, and vice versa. The things we see around us are reflections of bigger things. The movements of the stars can guide us, just as our inner thoughts and feelings can shape our outer reality. The patterns of the stars are mirrored in the patterns of our lives. By studying the cosmos, we can gain insights into our own existence and the forces that influence it. To understand ourselves, we need to understand the universe. This journey of self-discovery is also a journey of cosmic exploration, and to understand the universe, we can look at ourselves. By delving into our own minds and souls, we can uncover the universal truths that connect us all. Imagine a telescope. You set it up on a clear night, pointing it towards the sky. You focus on the moon and see its craters and mountains, each detail coming into view. Now imagine shrinking yourself down to the size of an ant, a tiny speck on this vast lunar landscape. You walk on that same moon, those mountains now towering over you like colossal giants. The principle of correspondence works the same way, bridging the gap between the vast and the minute. It tells us that the vast universe and our tiny selves are interconnected, each reflecting the other. What happens in one realm, whether big or small, has an impact on the other. Think of the planets. They orbit the sun in a delicate, harmonious dance, each movement affecting the whole system. Now think of the electrons in your body, tiny particles with immense energy. They orbit the nucleus of an atom, just like planets orbit around a sun, mirroring the cosmic dance on a microscopic scale. As above, so below means that the same patterns repeat at different scales. It's like a fractal, a never-ending pattern. Zoom in on a fractal, and you see the same shapes repeating endlessly, no matter how deep you go. The universe is like that, full of echoing patterns, each layer reflecting the one above and below it, creating a beautiful, interconnected tapestry. We often think of ourselves as separate from the universe, but Hermeticism teaches us something different. It says that each of us is a microcosm. A microcosm is a small world that reflects the bigger world. Think about it. Your body is made up of the same elements as stars. The oxygen you breathe was created in the heart of a star. In a very real sense, you are made of stardust. But the connection goes deeper than our physical bodies. Our thoughts, emotions, and actions also mirror the universe. Just as the universe is in constant motion and change, so are we. The principle of correspondence tells us that different planes of existence influence each other. There's the physical plane, the mental plane, and the spiritual plane. These planes are like layers of a cake, connected and influencing each other. Imagine throwing a stone into a pond. The stone creates ripples that spread outwards. Our actions in the physical world create ripples in the mental and spiritual planes, and events on those planes can ripple back to affect our physical reality. This is why positive thinking can be so powerful. By focusing our thoughts on what we want, we can create ripples that attract those things into our lives. Our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality. Section 5. Reflections in the mirror. We see the principle of correspondence at work in many areas of life. Take, for example, the cycle of a plant. A seed is planted in the earth. It sprouts, grows, and eventually produces new seeds. This cycle mirrors the cycle of life and death in the universe. Stars are born, they burn brightly, and eventually die. But their death often gives birth to new stars. The pattern repeats just like the plant. Or consider the relationship between a teacher and a student. The teacher imparts knowledge to the student, helping them grow and develop. This reflects the relationship between the universe and ourselves. The universe is constantly teaching us lessons if we are open to learning. Section 6. The human body, a microcosm. One of the most striking examples of as above, so below is the human body. Our bodies are a reflection of the universe, a microcosm within the macrocosm. Think about the circulatory system. It is a complex network of veins and arteries, much like the pathways of the stars and planets. The heart pumps blood throughout the body, delivering oxygen and nutrients to every cell. This is similar to how the sun, the heart of our solar system, provides energy to the planets, sustaining life and movement. Just as the sun's energy is vital for the planets, the heart's pumping action is crucial for our survival. Without it, life would cease to exist. The brain, with its intricate network of neurons, resembles the universe with its billions of galaxies connected by gravity. Each neuron is like a star, sending signals across vast distances. Our thoughts travel through our brains like shooting stars, creating patterns and connections. These neural pathways are akin to the constellations in the night sky, each telling a unique story. Even our emotions have cosmic counterparts. They are the invisible forces that shape our experiences, much like the unseen forces that govern the cosmos. Love, with its power to create and connect, is like the force of gravity that holds the universe together. It binds us to one another, creating a web of relationships and connections. Fear, with its tendency to contract and limit, is like the darkness of space that separates the stars. It creates boundaries and distances, but also defines the space in which light can shine. In this way, the human body is a microcosm of the universe. By understanding the parallels between our inner world and the cosmos, we gain a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. Through meditation and mindfulness, we can align ourselves with these universal patterns, finding harmony within and without. The journey of self-discovery is, in essence, a journey through the stars. As we explore the vastness of our own being, we mirror the expansion of the universe itself. Each heartbeat, each thought, each emotion is a testament to the profound connection we share with the cosmos. Section 7. The mind and the cosmos. The principle of correspondence doesn't just apply to the physical world. It also applies to our thoughts and beliefs. Just as the universe is constantly expanding, so too should our minds. When we limit our thinking, we limit our potential. But when we open ourselves to new ideas and possibilities, we tap into the infinite potential of the universe. Our minds are like mirrors reflecting the vastness of the cosmos. The more we learn about the universe, the more we learn about ourselves. And the more we understand ourselves, the better equipped we are to navigate the mysteries of life. Section 8. Society and the Stars. The principle of correspondence can even be seen in the way societies function. Just as stars cluster together to form galaxies, humans group together to form communities and nations. The interactions between individuals in a society mirror the gravitational forces that hold the stars in their orbits. When there is harmony and balance within a society, it thrives, just like a well-structured galaxy. But when there is chaos and discord, it can lead to collapse, just like a supernova. By understanding the principles that govern the universe, we can create more harmonious and balanced societies. Section 9. Ancient Wisdom for Modern Times. The principle of correspondence is a powerful tool for understanding the world around us. It reminds us that we are not separate from the universe, but an integral part of it. By studying the patterns and principles that govern the cosmos, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the grand scheme of things. This ancient wisdom is just as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. Section 10. The Power of Correspondence. The principle of correspondence isn't just an interesting philosophical idea. It's a practical tool that can help us live better lives. When we understand that our thoughts and actions have consequences on multiple levels of existence, we become more mindful and intentional. We begin to see the interconnectedness of all things. We realize that we have a responsibility not only to ourselves, but to each other and to the planet. This understanding can lead to a more compassionate, ethical, and sustainable way of life. Section 11. Conclusion: A Universe Connected. The principle of correspondence, as above, so below, is a powerful reminder that we are part of something much greater than ourselves. We are all connected, like stars in a vast cosmic web. By studying the patterns and principles of the universe, we can gain a deeper understanding of our own lives and our place in the grand scheme of things. This ancient wisdom can guide us towards a more fulfilling and meaningful existence. So the next time you look up at the stars, remember, you are looking at a reflection of yourself. Imagine a time long ago, in ancient Egypt, where wisdom flourished along the Nile River. The Nile was not just a river, it was the lifeblood of a civilization, nurturing the land and the minds of its people. Here, the foundations of Hermeticism were laid, attributed to the enigmatic Hermes Trismegistus. This ancient wisdom was a beacon of light, guiding seekers of knowledge through the ages. Hermes Trismegistus, meaning Hermes the Thrice Great, is considered a legendary sage and teacher. His teachings have transcended time, influencing countless generations. He is credited with a vast body of knowledge known as the Hermetic corpus. These texts are a treasure trove of esoteric wisdom, offering insights into the mysteries of the universe. The Hermetic teachings encompass diverse subjects like cosmology, astrology, and alchemy. These disciplines were not just academic pursuits. They were pathways to understanding the very fabric of reality, and most importantly, universal principles governing life. These principles serve as a guide, helping us navigate the complexities of existence. These principles, known as the 7 Hermetic principles, offer timeless wisdom applicable even today. They are like keys, unlocking doors to deeper understanding and personal growth. One of the most fundamental of these principles is the principle of vibration. This principle is a cornerstone of Hermetic thought, revealing the dynamic nature of the universe. This principle reveals a profound truth. Everything in the universe is in a constant state of motion. Nothing is static. Everything vibrates, pulsates, and resonates with energy. From the smallest atoms to the largest stars, nothing is truly at rest. This constant motion is the heartbeat of the cosmos, a symphony of vibrations that connects all things. Understanding this principle unlocks a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things and our ability to influence our reality. It teaches us that we are not isolated beings but part of a vast, interconnected web of life. Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of the principle of vibration. We will explore its implications, its applications, and how it can transform our perception of reality. We will uncover its secrets and explore how we can use this knowledge to enhance our lives. By aligning ourselves with these vibrations, we can achieve greater harmony and balance. Get ready to see the world in a whole new light. The principle of vibration is not just a concept. It's a way of life, a lens through which we can view the world with greater clarity and understanding. Imagine a world teeming with unseen energy, where particles dance and sway in an intricate cosmic ballet. This is the world revealed by the principle of vibration. This principle states that everything in the universe, from the tangible to the intangible, is in a constant state of motion, vibrating at its own unique frequency. Think of a guitar string. When plucked, it vibrates, creating sound waves that travel through the air to our ears. Similarly, everything in the universe, including our thoughts, emotions, and even seemingly solid objects, vibrates at various speeds. These vibrations are not always visible to the naked eye. Subatomic particles, the building blocks of matter, are in perpetual motion, creating a dynamic energy field. This energy field extends beyond individual objects, connecting everything in a web of vibrating energy. Understanding that everything vibrates is not just a scientific curiosity. It is a fundamental truth with profound implications. It suggests that we are not separate entities, but part of a vast, interconnected web of energy. By grasping this concept, we open ourselves to new possibilities for healing, growth, and transformation. We often associate stillness with peace and tranquility, a calm lake, a quiet forest, a sleeping child. These images evoke a sense of serenity. However, the principle of vibration reveals that this stillness is merely an illusion. Beneath the surface of apparent stillness lies a world of constant motion. Even seemingly inanimate objects like rocks and mountains are composed of vibrating atoms. At the subatomic level, electrons whirl around the nucleus, never truly at rest. This constant motion creates the illusion of solidity. Much like the rapid spinning of a fan blade creates the impression of a solid disk. The human body is another prime example. Our hearts beat, our lungs expand and contract, and countless cellular processes occur every second. Even when we sleep, our brains are alive with electrical activity. Stillness, in the absolute sense, does not exist. This revelation has profound implications for how we view the world. It challenges us to look beyond surface appearances and recognize the dynamic energy present in all things. By embracing this understanding, we can tap into the hidden potential within ourselves and the universe. Section 4. The Language of Energy. Understanding Frequencies. Imagine a world where energy speaks in a language of vibrations, a symphony of frequencies constantly interacting and shaping reality. This unseen orchestra plays a crucial role in the fabric of our existence, influencing everything from the smallest particles to the grandest cosmic structures. This is the world revealed by the principle of vibration, a fundamental concept in many ancient and modern philosophies. To understand this language, we must grasp the concept of frequencies. Frequencies are the heartbeat of the universe, the rhythm that dictates the dance of energy. Frequency refers to the rate at which something vibrates. It is the number of times a wave oscillates in a given period. It is measured in hertz, 𝑠, which represents cycles per second. For instance, a frequency of 1 hertz means 1 cycle per second. The higher the frequency, the faster the vibration. This principle applies to all forms of energy, whether it's sound, light, or even the subtle energies of our thoughts and emotions. Every object, every thought, every emotion possesses a unique vibrational frequency. Think of a radio, which is a perfect analogy for understanding this concept. It tunes into specific frequencies to receive different radio stations. Each station broadcasts at a unique frequency, and the radio must match that frequency to pick up the signal. Similarly, we are constantly bombarded by a spectrum of frequencies. These frequencies come from various sources, both external and internal. Some we can perceive with our senses, like light and sound, while others remain beyond our conscious awareness. For example, ultraviolet light and infrasound are frequencies that exist but are not detectable by the human senses. Just as specific radio frequencies correspond to different stations, different frequencies of energy are associated with various emotions, thoughts, and states of being. This means that our emotional and mental states are not just abstract concepts, but are actual vibrations that can be measured and influenced. Love, joy, and peace resonate at higher frequencies, while fear, anger, and hatred vibrate at lower frequencies. These emotional frequencies can affect our physical and mental well-being. By understanding this concept, we can learn to tune our own vibrations to align with the frequencies we desire to experience. This alignment can lead to a more harmonious and fulfilling life, as we become more attuned to the positive energies around us and within us. Section 5. Resonance and harmony. When frequencies align, imagine two tuning forks tuned to the same frequency. Strike one and the other will begin to vibrate sympathetically, even without being touched. This phenomenon, known as resonance, occurs when objects with similar frequencies begin to vibrate in unison. The same principle applies to the unseen world of energy and vibration. When two or more frequencies align harmoniously, they create resonance. This resonance amplifies the energy, creating a powerful force for change. Think of a choir singing in perfect harmony. The individual voices blend, creating a sound far more powerful and beautiful than any single voice could achieve alone. Similarly, when our thoughts, emotions, and actions are aligned with our desired outcomes, we create resonance, magnifying our ability to manifest our dreams. This principle of resonance has profound implications for our relationships, health, and overall well-being. By surrounding ourselves with people, places, and experiences that vibrate at frequencies aligned with our goals, we create a powerful, energetic environment conducive to growth and transformation. Section 6. Discord and dissonance. The impact of conflicting vibrations. Just as harmonious frequencies amplify each other, conflicting frequencies can create discord and dissonance. This phenomenon is not just limited to music or sound waves. It extends to all forms of energy, including the subtle energies that make up our personal and environmental vibrations. Imagine two instruments playing out of tune. The result is not a symphony, but a cacophony, a mixture of sounds that clash rather than blend. Instead of a pleasant melody, they produce a jarring, unpleasant sound that can be grating to the ears and unsettling to the mind. The same principle applies to our energetic bodies. Our personal energy fields are constantly interacting with the energies around us. When we are exposed to frequencies that clash with our own, it can create feelings of unease, stress, and disharmony. This is because our energy fields are trying to maintain balance and harmony, and conflicting vibrations disrupt this equilibrium. This can manifest physically as illness, emotionally as anxiety or depression, or mentally as confusion and lack of clarity. The impact of these conflicting vibrations can be profound, affecting our overall well-being and quality of life. Think of a time you felt uncomfortable or drained after spending time with a negative person. Their energy likely had a lower vibration that clashed with your own, creating a sense of discord and discomfort. Their low vibrational energy likely clashed with your own, creating a sense of discord. This clash can leave you feeling exhausted, irritable, or even physically unwell. Similarly, exposure to environments with chaotic or stressful energy, such as crowded places or areas with high levels of electromagnetic pollution, can also disrupt our energetic equilibrium. These environments bombard us with conflicting vibrations that can be overwhelming and draining. Protecting our energy field from discordant vibrations is crucial for maintaining well-being. This involves not only avoiding negative influences, but also actively seeking out positive, harmonious energies. This involves being mindful of the people we surround ourselves with, the environments we frequent, and the information we allow into our minds. By being selective about our interactions and surroundings, we can better manage the vibrations we are exposed to. By consciously choosing to align with harmonious frequencies, we can create a more peaceful and supportive inner and outer world. This means engaging in activities that uplift us, spending time with positive people, and creating environments that foster harmony and balance. Practices such as mindfulness and meditation can also help us tune into our own frequencies and maintain our energetic balance. By regularly checking in with ourselves and making adjustments as needed, we can ensure that we remain in harmony with our surroundings. Ultimately, the goal is to live a life that is harmonious and balanced, where our inner and outer worlds are in sync, and we are able to navigate the complexities of life with grace and ease. Our universe is vast, stretching beyond the limits of our imagination. It is a boundless expanse filled with countless stars, planets, and galaxies, each holding secrets waiting to be discovered. It is filled with wonder, a cosmic dance of light and energy that has fascinated humanity for millennia. The beauty and complexity of the universe inspire awe and curiosity. From the smallest particles to the largest galaxies, there are mysteries to unravel. Scientists and philosophers alike have dedicated their lives to understanding these cosmic puzzles, seeking to uncover the fundamental truths of existence. Ancient wisdom traditions offer guidance, providing a different perspective on the universe and our place within it. These teachings have been passed down through generations, offering insights that complement modern scientific discoveries. They help us make sense of it all, bridging the gap between the known and the unknown. By integrating ancient wisdom with contemporary knowledge, we can gain a more holistic understanding of the cosmos. One such tradition is Hermeticism, a philosophical and spiritual system that dates back to ancient Egypt. It offers profound insights into the nature of reality and the hidden laws that govern the universe. It's based on the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure who is said to have been a master of wisdom and knowledge. His teachings have influenced countless thinkers throughout history. He was an ancient Egyptian sage, revered for his profound understanding of the cosmos and the human spirit. His writings have been a source of inspiration for many. Hermeticism teaches us about hidden laws, the unseen forces that shape our reality. These laws are universal, applying to all aspects of existence. These laws govern the universe, providing a framework for understanding the interconnectedness of all things. They reveal the underlying order and harmony that pervades the cosmos. One of the most important is the principle of polarity, which states that everything has its opposite. This principle helps us understand the dual nature of reality. This principle reveals a fundamental truth. Everything has its opposite, and these opposites are interconnected, creating a dynamic balance that is essential for the functioning of the universe. This is the key to understanding the universe. By recognizing the interplay of opposites, we can gain deeper insights into the nature of reality and the forces that shape our world. It's the key to understanding ourselves. By applying the principle of polarity to our own lives, we can achieve greater self-awareness and personal growth. By studying the stars, we gain insights into the cosmos. The movements and patterns of celestial bodies reflect the underlying principles that govern the universe. By studying Hermetic principles, we gain insights into ourselves. These teachings encourage us to look within and explore the depths of our own consciousness. The principle of polarity is a powerful tool. It helps us navigate the complexities of life by providing a framework for understanding the dualities we encounter. It helps us navigate the complexities of life, offering a path to balance and harmony. By embracing the interplay of opposites, we can find peace and fulfillment. It helps us find balance and harmony, guiding us towards a more integrated and harmonious existence. The wisdom of Hermeticism offers timeless insights that are as relevant today as they were in ancient times. The Kybalion is a book that has intrigued and inspired many seekers of wisdom throughout the years. It was published in 1908, a time when the world was on the brink of great change and discovery. The book outlines the 7 Hermetic principles, which are considered to be the foundation of Hermetic philosophy. These principles are ancient teachings that have been revered and studied for centuries. They were passed down through secret societies, often shrouded in mystery and secrecy. These principles offer profound wisdom for living, providing insights that can transform our understanding of the world. One of these 7 principles is the principle of polarity. This principle states that everything is dual, meaning that everything has 2 sides or aspects. It says that everything has poles, which are the 2 extremes of any given thing. It tells us that everything has its pair of opposites, which are interconnected and interdependent. In other words, everything exists in a spectrum. There are 2 extremes, and there's everything in between. Think about hot and cold. They are opposites, yet they are both aspects of temperature. But they are really just different degrees of temperature existing on a continuum. The same is true for love and hate, fear and courage, or peace and war. These emotions and states are not separate entities. These are not absolute states, but rather points on a spectrum of experience. They are points on a spectrum. Understanding this is crucial for navigating the complexities of life. It helps us understand the nature of reality, showing us that opposites are simply different manifestations of the same underlying essence. By grasping the principle of polarity, we can achieve a greater sense of balance and harmony in our lives. This understanding can lead to personal growth and enlightenment as we learn to see beyond the surface and recognize the unity in diversity. The Kybalion and its teachings remind us of the interconnectedness of all things, encouraging us to seek wisdom and understanding in every aspect of our lives. Embracing these principles can transform our perspective, guiding us towards a more enlightened and harmonious existence. The principle of polarity is more than just an interesting concept. It's a powerful force that influences every aspect of our lives. We can use it to our advantage to create positive changes and achieve our goals. By understanding and applying this principle, we can transform our lives in profound ways. How? By understanding that we have the power to choose our responses to any situation. We can choose our thoughts, directing them towards positivity and growth. We can choose our emotions, deciding to feel joy, peace, and love instead of negativity. Are you feeling down? Focus on thoughts of joy and gratitude to uplift your spirit. Are you feeling angry? Choose to cultivate compassion and understanding to transform your anger. The principle of polarity teaches us that we are not stuck in any state of mind or emotion. We can shift our experience by consciously changing our focus and perspective. By redirecting our focus, we can change our reality and create a more fulfilling life. By mastering our thoughts and emotions, we gain mastery over our lives, leading to greater happiness and success. The principle of polarity gives us the key to unlock our potential. It unlocks a world of possibilities, allowing us to live our best lives. Duality is everywhere. Look around. You'll see it in nature. You'll see it in yourself. Day and night, sun and moon, male and female. These are just a few examples of duality in action. They are pairs of opposites. They are constantly interacting. They are constantly in flux. This dance of opposites is what creates life as we know it. It's what drives evolution. It's what makes the universe so dynamic. Without duality, there would be no change. There would be no growth. Embrace the dance of opposites. Don't fear it. It's a natural part of life. It's a source of creativity. It's a source of beauty. Section 5. Light and Darkness, a Cosmic Ballet. Let's take a closer look at light and darkness. These are classic examples of duality. They seem like complete opposites, but they are two sides of the same coin. They cannot exist without each other. Without darkness, we wouldn't appreciate light. Without light, we wouldn't understand darkness. They define each other. They complement each other. They create a beautiful balance. This interplay of light and darkness is reflected in our own lives. We experience joy and sorrow. We experience success and failure. We experience love and loss. These experiences shape us. They teach us. They help us grow. Section 6. Hot and cold, up and down, polarity in action. The principle of polarity is not just an abstract idea. It's a practical principle. It operates in all areas of life. Think about hot and cold. They are opposites, but we can adjust the temperature. We can find a comfortable middle ground. The same is true for other polarities. Up and down, left and right, fast and slow. These are all relative concepts. We can shift our perspective. We can find a balance point. Remember, the key is balance. Extremes are rarely desirable. Finding the middle ground, the point of equilibrium, is where we thrive. Section 7. The yin and yang of existence. Ancient Chinese philosophy also recognizes the principle of duality. They call it yin and yang. Yin represents the feminine, passive, and receptive aspects of life. Yang represents the masculine, active, and assertive aspects. Like all polarities, yin and yang are not separate forces. They are interconnected. They are interdependent. They flow into each other. They create a dynamic balance. The yin-yang symbol perfectly illustrates this concept. The black and white swirls represent the interplay of opposites. The dots within each swirl remind us that nothing is absolute. Within yin, there is yang. Within yang, there is yin. Section 8. Finding balance, achieving harmony. The principle of polarity teaches us that balance is key. Extremes create chaos. They create instability. But when we find balance between opposites, we find harmony. We find peace. This applies to all areas of life. Our physical health, our emotional well-being, our relationships, and our spiritual growth all depend on balance. So how do we find this balance? It starts with awareness. Recognize the polarities at play in your life. Observe how they interact. Then, make conscious choices that bring them into greater harmony. Section 9. Transforming negatives into positives. One of the most powerful applications of the principle of polarity is its ability to transform negative energy into positive energy. We all experience challenges in life. We all face adversity. But the principle of polarity teaches us that we can use these experiences to our advantage. How? By shifting our perspective, by focusing on the positive, by looking for the lessons in our challenges. Just as the lotus flower grows from muddy water, we too can rise above our challenges. We can use them as stepping stones to growth and transformation. Section 10. Integrating Opposites, a Path to Wholeness. The ultimate goal of understanding the principle of polarity is to integrate opposites within ourselves. It's about recognizing that we are not defined by any one aspect of ourselves. We are complex beings. We contain multitudes. We are capable of experiencing the full spectrum of human emotions. We can embrace both our light and our shadow. In doing so, we become whole. This integration of opposites is a journey, not a destination. It's a process of self-discovery. It's a process of growth. It's a process of becoming the best versions of ourselves. Section 11. The universe within, reflecting the universe without. The principle of polarity reminds us that we are microcosms of the macrocosm. Just as the universe is governed by duality, so too are our own lives. By understanding the principles that govern the universe, we can better understand ourselves. By studying the stars, we learn about the vastness of space. By studying the principle of polarity, we learn about the vastness within. As we continue to explore the cosmos, let us also explore the cosmos within. Let us unlock the mysteries of the universe. Let us unlock the mysteries of ourselves. The universe is a symphony of motion. Stars are born and die. Planets orbit stars. Seasons change in a predictable dance. This is the principle of rhythm. Everything vibrates and moves in cycles. Everything is in a constant state of flux. Rhythm governs our lives. We see it in the ebb and flow of the tides. We experience it in the beating of our own hearts. By understanding the rhythm of the universe, we can compose a symphony of our own. The principle of rhythm is woven into the fabric of our everyday lives. Observe the patterns around you. Day turns into night, only to turn back into day again. The seasons cycle through their familiar phases. Even our breath follows a rhythm. Inhale, exhale, repeat. We see this cyclical pattern in the natural world. Animals migrate with the changing seasons. Plants bloom and wither, their life cycles mirroring the rhythm of the year. These natural cycles are not random occurrences. They are expressions of the principle of rhythm, a fundamental law of the universe. Our bodies, too, operate on cycles. Sleep and wakefulness follow a circadian rhythm. Our energy levels ebb and flow throughout the day. Recognizing these natural rhythms can help us live in greater harmony with ourselves. Understanding these rhythms is not just about observation. It is about using this knowledge to optimize our lives. We can work with our natural energy cycles to be more productive. We can align our activities with the ebb and flow of our internal clock. Take a moment to connect with your breath. Notice the natural rhythm of your inhales and exhales. This simple act of breathing illustrates the principle of rhythm. It is a constant reminder that everything moves in cycles, even within our own bodies. Look at the ocean. The tides rise and fall, a never-ending dance with the moon's gravitational pull. This natural phenomenon is another clear example of rhythm in action. Observing these natural rhythms can be deeply grounding. Nature provides countless examples of the principle of rhythm. Trees shed their leaves in the fall, only to blossom again in the spring. Animals hibernate during the winter, their bodies conserving energy until the warmer months. By observing these patterns, we gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things. These observations remind us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. We are part of a universe that dances to the rhythm of a cosmic heartbeat. By attuning ourselves to these rhythms, we can find our place in the grand symphony of existence. Life is not a straight line. It is a series of peaks and valleys, of expansions and contractions. Just as the ocean has its waves, so too does life have its ups and downs. This is the natural rhythm of existence. Resisting these changes only creates suffering. It is like trying to swim against a strong current. We may struggle for a while, but eventually we will become exhausted. Instead of resisting, we can choose to flow with the rhythm of life. Embrace the highs and learn from the lows. When we encounter challenges, remember that they are not here to break us. They are here to teach us. They are opportunities for growth and transformation. Just as a surfer learns to ride the waves, we can learn to navigate the challenges of life with grace and resilience. By accepting the cyclical nature of life, we develop a more resilient spirit. We learn to see challenges as opportunities for growth, and we emerge from difficult times stronger and wiser. We become more adaptable, more capable of navigating whatever life throws our way. Section 5. The Art of Flow, Maintaining Balance Amidst Chaos. The principle of rhythm is about recognizing cycles and finding balance within those cycles. Like a tightrope walker making constant adjustments, we must find our center amidst life's motion. This is the art of flow. Awareness is key, attuned to our internal rhythms and the world's rhythms. When chaos hits, breathe deeply and reconnect with your center. Practices like meditation, yoga, and nature help us find peace amidst chaos. Remember, balance is about constant adjustments. Learn from falls and keep practicing the art of flow. Section 6. The Rhythms Within. Understanding our internal clocks. Each of us has an internal clock, a biological rhythm that governs our sleep-wake cycles, our energy levels, and even our moods. This internal clock, known as the circadian rhythm, is influenced by external cues such as sunlight and temperature. Understanding our circadian rhythm is crucial for maintaining balance and optimizing our well-being. When we live in alignment with our internal clock, we experience better sleep, increased energy, and improved cognitive function. Start by observing your natural energy patterns. When do you feel most alert and focused? When do you feel most tired? Use this information to schedule your day in a way that supports your natural rhythms. For example, if you are most productive in the morning, schedule your most important tasks for that time. If you experience an afternoon slump, take a break, go for a walk, or engage in a relaxing activity. By working with our natural rhythms, we can optimize our productivity and well-being. Section 7. The Power of Stillness, Finding Peace in Life's Pauses. In the constant motion of life, it is easy to forget the importance of stillness. Yet, just as a musical piece needs pauses to create rhythm and flow, so too do our lives need moments of stillness to find balance and rejuvenation. These pauses are not empty spaces. They are opportunities for reflection, for recharging, and for reconnecting with our inner selves. Finding stillness can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths, meditating for a few minutes, or spending time in nature. These practices allow us to step off the treadmill of daily life and tap into a deeper sense of peace and tranquility. Remember, stillness is not about doing nothing. It is about creating space for something else to emerge, creativity, insight, or simply a sense of peace. Embrace the pauses in life and allow yourself to be replenished by the power of stillness. Section 8. Mastering the Dance, Consciously Working with Rhythm. Understanding the principle of rhythm is one thing, but mastering it is another. It requires conscious effort and practice. It's about learning to dance with life's rhythms, to move with the flow instead of against it. Start by becoming aware of the rhythms in your own life. Notice the patterns in your energy levels, your productivity, your relationships. Once you are aware of these patterns, you can begin to work with them. Just as a conductor guides an orchestra to create a harmonious symphony, we can guide our lives to create a more harmonious existence. This involves setting intentions, making conscious choices, and taking aligned action. For example, if you know you tend to feel drained after socializing, schedule some quiet time after social events. If you know you are more productive in the morning, schedule your most important tasks for that time. Section 9. From Chaos to Harmony, the Transformative Power of Rhythm. When we live out of sync with the natural rhythms of life, we experience chaos. Our energy is depleted, our minds are scattered, our relationships suffer. But when we align ourselves with these rhythms, we experience a profound shift. Chaos transforms into harmony. This transformation doesn't happen overnight. It is a process of continuous learning and adjustment. It is about paying attention to the feedback our bodies, minds, and spirits are giving us and making adjustments accordingly. As we become more attuned to the rhythms of life, we develop a deeper understanding of our own needs and the needs of those around us. We learn to live with more intention, more purpose, and more joy. This journey of aligning with rhythm is a journey of self-discovery. It is about learning to listen to the whispers of our soul and to dance to the music of the cosmos. Section 10. Unlocking your potential, achieving flow state. You've probably heard of flow state, Athletes call it being in the zone. Musicians call it being at one with the music. It is a state of heightened awareness, focus, and effortless creativity. It is when we are fully immersed in the present moment, completely absorbed in the task at hand. Achieving flow state is not about luck or chance. It is directly related to understanding and working with the principle of rhythm. When we are in sync with our internal rhythms and the rhythms of the task at hand, we create the optimal conditions for flow to occur. Think about a time when you were completely absorbed in an activity. Time seemed to stand still. You were energized, focused, and completely present. This is the power of flow state. While we can't force ourselves into flow state, we can create the conditions that make it more likely to occur. This involves setting clear intentions, eliminating distractions, and engaging in activities that challenge us without overwhelming us. Section 11. Living in harmony. A final word on rhythm. The principle of rhythm is not just a concept to be understood intellectually, it is a way of life. It is about aligning ourselves with the natural flow of the universe, about dancing with the rhythms of life instead of fighting against them. As we conclude our exploration of rhythm, remember this. Life is a dance. There will be moments of joy and moments of sorrow, times of expansion and times of contraction. Embrace it all. Flow with it all. By learning to ride the waves of life's rhythms, we find a sense of peace amidst the chaos. We tap into a wellspring of energy, creativity, and joy. We discover our place in the grand symphony of existence. So listen to the whispers of the universe, feel the pulse of life flowing through you, and dance. Dance with your whole heart, knowing you are a part of something vast, mysterious, and infinitely beautiful. The universe is a vast and incredibly complex place. It's filled with wonders and mysteries that we are only beginning to understand. But amidst this complexity, there is a fundamental principle that governs everything: cause and effect. This principle, central to the ancient wisdom of Hermeticism, tells us that nothing happens randomly or by chance. Every action creates a reaction, a ripple in the fabric of existence. Every cause ripples outward, shaping the very fabric of reality. Imagine the universe as a giant, tranquil pool of water. When you throw a stone into it, what happens next? The stone creates ripples that spread out in all directions endlessly. These ripples are the effects of the cause, the stone hitting the water's surface. This is a simple example, but it illustrates a profound truth about the universe. Every action, no matter how small, has consequences. Hermeticism, an ancient school of thought, teaches us that this principle applies not just to the physical world, but also to our thoughts, emotions, and actions. Every thought we think, every emotion we feel, and every action we take creates ripples that affect our lives and the world around us. Understanding this principle is key to unlocking our potential and creating the life we truly desire. This principle is not about punishment or reward, but about understanding the interconnectedness of all things. It's about recognizing that we are active participants in shaping our reality, not passive observers. The law of causation, as it's often called, is a fundamental principle in many spiritual and philosophical traditions. It is a concept that has been explored and revered for centuries, forming the backbone of many belief systems and schools of thought. It's the idea that every single effect has a cause, and vice versa. This principle is not just limited to the physical world, but extends to the metaphysical and spiritual realms as well. This isn't just some abstract concept. It's a fundamental truth that governs the universe. From the smallest particle to the largest galaxy, everything is interconnected through this unbreakable link of cause and effect. Think about it. The gravity that holds us to the Earth. A force so constant and reliable that we often take it for granted. The sunlight that nourishes plants, driving the process of photosynthesis that sustains life on our planet. The wind that shapes mountains over millennia, carving out landscapes and altering the face of the Earth. All of these are examples of cause and effect in action. They illustrate how interconnected and interdependent our world truly is. In the realm of human behavior, this law is equally valid. Every decision we make, every word we speak, every action we take, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, creates a ripple effect that influences our lives and the lives of those around us. These ripples can spread far and wide, touching people and places we may never even know, A kind word can brighten someone's day, lifting their spirits and perhaps even changing the course of their actions for the better, while a harsh word can leave a lasting wound, causing pain and suffering that may linger long after the words have been spoken. A small act of generosity can inspire others, creating a chain reaction of kindness and goodwill that can transform communities, while an act of selfishness can create a chain of negativity, spreading discord and disharmony. Understanding this interconnectedness is crucial for living a conscious and fulfilling life. It reminds us that we are not isolated beings but part of a larger, intricate web of existence. When we realize that our actions have consequences, we become more mindful of our choices. We start to see the importance of acting with intention and awareness. We start to ask ourselves, what kind of ripples do I want to create in the world? How can I contribute to the greater good? Do I want to be a force for good or for ill? These questions guide us towards making decisions that are not only beneficial for ourselves, but for the world around us. Now you might be thinking, if everything is predetermined by cause and effect, do we even have free will? This is a profound question that has puzzled thinkers for ages. That's a question philosophers have grappled with for centuries. The debate between determinism and free will is complex and multifaceted, with compelling arguments on both sides. The Hermetic view is nuanced. It acknowledges the law of causation, but also recognizes the power of human will and consciousness. It suggests that while we can't escape the consequences of our actions, we have the freedom to choose those actions in the first place. This perspective empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and our impact on the world. By understanding and embracing the law of causation, we can live more consciously, making choices that contribute to a more harmonious and interconnected world. The concept of karma, often misunderstood, is intricately linked to the principle of cause and effect. Karma is not just a mystical or spiritual idea, it is a fundamental aspect of how our actions shape our reality. In essence, karma is the idea that our actions create echoes that reverberate through time, shaping our future experiences. Every thought, word, and deed sends out ripples that eventually return to us, influencing the course of our lives. It's not a system of punishment or reward, but rather a natural law, much like gravity. Just as gravity is an unseen force that governs the physical world, karma is an unseen force that governs the moral and spiritual realms. Just as gravity pulls objects towards the earth, our actions generate karmic energy that influences our future. This energy can be positive or negative, depending on the nature of our actions. Imagine for a moment that every action you take, every thought you think, is like planting a seed. These seeds are sown in the fertile soil of our consciousness, where they will eventually grow and bear fruit. Kind actions, positive thoughts, these are like planting seeds of love, compassion, and joy. When we nurture these seeds with care and attention, they grow into beautiful experiences that enrich our lives. These seeds, in time, will blossom into experiences that reflect those qualities. A life filled with kindness and compassion will naturally attract more of the same, creating a cycle of positivity. Conversely, negative actions and thoughts are like planting seeds of anger, hatred, and despair. These seeds too will grow, but they will produce experiences marked by suffering and pain. These too will bear fruit, creating experiences marked by suffering and pain. The negative energy we put out into the world will eventually come back to us, often in ways we least expect. This isn't about some cosmic scorecard tallying our good and bad deeds. It's about understanding the interconnectedness of all actions and their consequences. Instead, it's about understanding that our actions have consequences, both for ourselves and others. Every choice we make sends out ripples that affect not only our own lives, but also the lives of those around us. When we live with awareness of karma, we become more conscious of the choices we make. We start to see the bigger picture and understand that our actions today will shape our experiences tomorrow. We strive to act with kindness, compassion, and understanding, knowing that these actions will ultimately create a more positive and fulfilling life for ourselves and those around us. By choosing to plant seeds of love and compassion, we contribute to a more harmonious and joyful world. However, it's important to remember that karma isn't about blame or guilt. It's not about punishing ourselves for past mistakes, but about learning from them and making better choices in the future. We've all made mistakes in the past, planted seeds we now regret. These experiences are opportunities for growth and self-improvement. The beauty of karma is that it offers us the opportunity to learn and grow from our experiences. By reflecting on our past actions, we can gain valuable insights and make more conscious choices moving forward. By acknowledging our past actions and their consequences, we can choose to plant different seeds in the present, creating a more positive future for ourselves and others. Each new day is a chance to start fresh, to plant seeds of kindness, love, and compassion, and to cultivate a life filled with joy and fulfillment. The concept of fate often sparks debate. Is our path predetermined, or do we have the power to forge our own destiny? This question has intrigued philosophers, theologians, and thinkers for centuries, leading to countless discussions and theories. Hermeticism offers a perspective that beautifully reconciles these seemingly opposing views. It provides a nuanced understanding that neither completely denies fate nor entirely dismisses free will. It suggests that fate is not a rigid script written in stone, but rather a flowing river, its course influenced by the choices we make along the way. This metaphor allows us to see fate as dynamic and ever-changing, shaped by our actions and decisions. Imagine a river winding its way through a valley. The river's path is not straight, it bends and curves, responding to the landscape it traverses. The river's ultimate destination, the sea, might be fixed. This represents the idea that certain aspects of our lives may be destined or inevitable. However, the path it takes to get there, the twists and turns, the rapids and calm stretches, are all influenced by the terrain it encounters. Just as the river adapts to its environment, we too adapt to the circumstances we face. Similarly, our lives unfold within a broader framework, influenced by factors beyond our control. These factors could include our upbringing, societal norms, and even random events that we encounter. Yet, within this framework, we have the power to make choices that shape our individual journeys. Our decisions, big and small, carve out the unique path we follow. Every decision we make, every action we take is like steering our boat down this river of life. We hold the oars, and with each stroke, we influence our direction. We can choose to navigate the rapids with courage and skill, or allow ourselves to be tossed about by the currents of circumstance. The choice is ours, and it defines our experience. We can choose to embrace the challenges and opportunities that come our way, or shy away from them, remaining tethered to the familiar shores of our comfort zone. Embracing challenges often leads to growth and new possibilities. This is where the power of free will comes into play. Free will empowers us to make decisions that reflect our true selves and our deepest desires. We are not merely puppets of fate, but active participants in the unfolding of our lives. Our actions and choices contribute to the tapestry of our existence. By understanding the principle of cause and effect, we can begin to make conscious choices that align with our deepest values and aspirations. Every action has a consequence, and by being mindful, we can steer our lives in a direction that brings fulfillment. We can choose to be the authors of our own stories, crafting a life filled with purpose, meaning, and joy. By taking responsibility for our choices, we can create a narrative that resonates with our true essence and brings us lasting happiness. Reflecting on our journey, we see that while certain elements may be beyond our control, the power to shape our path lies within us. Our choices, actions, and attitudes determine the quality of our experience. As the river eventually reaches the sea, so too do we reach our ultimate destination. The journey, with all its twists and turns, is what defines us and makes our story unique. Embrace the journey, for it is in the journey that we find our true selves. Each moment, each decision, is an opportunity to create a life that reflects our highest potential. Hermeticism is a mystical tradition that has fascinated scholars and seekers for centuries. It draws inspiration from Hermes Trismegistus, a figure shrouded in mystery and legend. Hermes Trismegistus is often associated with profound wisdom and the ancient art of alchemy, blending science and spirituality. Hermetic teachings offer deep insights into the universe, suggesting that everything is interconnected. These teachings explore the nature of reality, delving into the profound mysteries of existence and the unseen forces that shape our world. Central to Hermeticism is the principle of gender, a concept that transcends mere biological distinctions. This principle is not about biological sex, it is about fundamental energies that permeate the cosmos. These energies, known as masculine and feminine, are present in all things, from the smallest atom to the vast expanse of the universe. Understanding these energies is key to understanding ourselves, our relationships, and the world around us. Hermeticism teaches that the universe is a creation, a magnificent tapestry, woven from the interaction of these energies. This creation results from the dynamic interplay of masculine and feminine principles, each contributing to the balance and harmony of existence. These principles are not opposites, they are complements working together to create a unified whole. They are two sides of the same coin, essential for all aspects of life, from the physical to the spiritual, and understanding them can lead to profound personal transformation. The principle of gender is a fundamental concept in Hermeticism, an ancient philosophical and spiritual tradition. It states that everything in the universe has both masculine and feminine aspects, which are essential for balance and harmony. These aspects are not limited to biological sex, they are universal energies present in all of creation, influencing everything from the smallest atom to the largest galaxy. Masculine energy is associated with action, logic, and outward expression. It is the driving force behind movement, change, and progress. Feminine energy, on the other hand, is associated with intuition, emotion, and inward reflection. It nurtures, sustains, and provides the foundation for growth and development. These energies are not exclusive to men or women. Everyone possesses both within them, regardless of their gender. This duality is what makes us whole and complete beings. The interplay of masculine and feminine energies is what gives rise to life and creation. It is the dance of these forces that brings about the birth of new ideas, forms, and experiences. Just as a seed needs both the masculine energy of the sun and the feminine energy of the earth to grow, so too do all things require a balance of these energies to thrive. This balance is essential for the natural order and the flourishing of life in all its forms. Masculine energy is characterized by its active and outward nature. It is the force that drives, creates, and manifests. It is associated with logic, reason, and intellect. It is the energy of action, ambition, and achievement. In the physical world, masculine energy is expressed through strength, power, and assertiveness. It is the energy of the warrior, the leader, and the builder. It is the force that overcomes obstacles and achieves goals. In the mental realm, masculine energy is expressed through focus, determination, and willpower. It is the energy of the mind that analyzes, strategizes, and solves problems. It is the force that drives us to learn, grow, and achieve our full potential. Feminine energy is characterized by its receptive and inward nature, much like a river that flows gently, embracing everything in its path. It is the force that nurtures, heals, and creates space for growth. Much like a mother who provides unconditional love and care to her child, fostering an environment where they can thrive. This energy is deeply connected to intuition, emotion, and creativity, allowing for the birth of new ideas and artistic expressions that touch the soul. It is the energy of compassion, empathy, and understanding, which helps to build strong, meaningful relationships and a sense of community. In the physical world, feminine energy is expressed through beauty, grace, and sensuality, much like a flower that blooms with elegance and charm, captivating those who behold it. It is the energy of the mother, the artist, and the healer, each playing a vital role in bringing balance and harmony to our lives. This energy is the force that brings life into the world and nurtures it to maturity, much like a seed that grows into a strong, flourishing plant under the right conditions. In the emotional realm, feminine energy is expressed through love, compassion, and forgiveness, creating bonds that are unbreakable and filled with warmth. It is the energy of the heart that connects us to others and allows us to experience the full spectrum of human emotions, from joy to sorrow and everything in between. It is the force that heals wounds, both physical and emotional, providing comfort and solace in times of need and helping us to recover and grow stronger. The masculine and feminine energies are not opposing forces. They are complementary aspects of a unified whole. They dance together in a continuous interplay. This dance is essential for creation and existence. Imagine a sculptor working with clay. The sculptor's hands, guided by masculine energy, mold and shape the clay. The clay itself, receptive and yielding, represents feminine energy. Together they create a work of art. This same interplay is at work in all aspects of life. The masculine energy initiates and directs, while the feminine energy receives, nurtures, and brings forth into manifestation. Understanding this interplay is key to living a balanced and fulfilling life. Hermeticism stresses the importance of balance. This balance includes the masculine and feminine energies within us. When these energies are in harmony, we experience peace, creativity, and fulfillment. Imbalance leads to problems. Too much masculine energy can make us aggressive, controlling, and out of touch with our emotions. Too much feminine energy can make us passive, indecisive, and overly sensitive. Achieving balance is a personal journey. It requires self-awareness and conscious effort. We must learn to recognize and appreciate both our masculine and feminine qualities. We must strive to integrate them into a harmonious whole. When masculine and feminine energies are out of balance within an individual, it can manifest in various ways. An overemphasis on masculine energy might lead to workaholism, aggression, or a lack of emotional intelligence. Conversely, an overemphasis on feminine energy might result in passivity, dependency, or difficulty asserting oneself. These imbalances can affect relationships, career paths, and overall well-being. Societally, an imbalance of these energies can also create problems. A culture that overvalues masculine traits might struggle with issues like aggression, competition, and a lack of empathy. A culture that overvalues feminine traits might face challenges related to passivity, lack of progress, or difficulty setting boundaries. Achieving balance is an ongoing process. It begins with self-awareness. We must honestly examine our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. We must identify areas where we might be overly masculine or feminine. Once we understand our imbalances, we can begin to make changes. This might involve cultivating more of the energy we lack. It might mean finding healthier ways to express the energy we have in abundance. There is no one-size-fits-all approach to balancing masculine and feminine energies. The key is to find what works best for you. This might involve exploring different practices, therapies, or spiritual traditions. Cultivating masculine energy involves embracing qualities such as assertiveness, focus, and action. This might mean setting clear boundaries, pursuing goals with determination, or engaging in activities that require physical strength and endurance. It's important to remember that cultivating masculine energy is not about becoming aggressive or domineering. It's about developing a healthy sense of self, taking initiative, and bringing your ideas into the world. Practical steps to cultivate masculine energy include engaging in regular exercise, learning a new skill, taking on a leadership role, practicing clear communication, setting and pursuing personal goals. Cultivating feminine energy involves embracing qualities such as intuition, compassion, and creativity. This might mean spending time in nature, exploring your emotions through journaling or art, or engaging in acts of service to others. It's important to remember that cultivating feminine energy is not about becoming passive or submissive. It's about connecting with your inner wisdom, nurturing yourself and others, and allowing your creativity to flow freely. Practical steps to cultivate feminine energy include practicing mindfulness and meditation, spending time in nature, engaging in creative pursuits, practicing self-care and nurturing activities, expressing emotions through journaling or art. The ultimate goal of balancing masculine and feminine energies is to achieve a state of inner harmony and wholeness. This is not about eliminating one energy or the other. It's about integrating them into a unified whole. When masculine and feminine energies are in perfect balance within us, we experience a sense of peace, power, and fulfillment. We are able to tap into our full potential as human beings. We become more creative, compassionate, and effective in all areas of our lives. This state of balance is not a destination, but rather a journey of continuous self-discovery and growth. By embracing both our masculine and feminine qualities, we can live more authentic, fulfilling, and meaningful lives. Imagine ancient Egypt, a land of mystery and profound wisdom, where the sands whisper secrets of the past and the night sky is a canvas of stars. Picture vast deserts stretching endlessly, and the towering pyramids standing as timeless sentinels of ancient knowledge. These monumental structures are not just architectural marvels. They are symbols of a deeper, esoteric wisdom. This is where Hermetic wisdom was born, in the cradle of civilization. Hermeticism is a spiritual, philosophical, and esoteric tradition that traces its origins back to the teachings attributed to Hermes Trismegistus. It's a blend of philosophy, mysticism, and practice, offering insights into the nature of reality and the human experience. Hermeticism seeks to bridge the gap between the material and the spiritual, the known and the unknown. It gets its name from Hermes Trismegistus, a syncretic combination of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. He is often depicted as a wise sage, holding the keys to the mysteries of the universe. He was a legendary figure, revered as a master of wisdom and a teacher of the sacred sciences. His teachings have influenced countless traditions and philosophies throughout history. He was said to be a wise teacher, imparting knowledge that transcends time and space. His writings, known as the Hermetica, cover a wide range of topics, from alchemy and astrology to theology and cosmology. Hermetic teachings offer a path, a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. They guide seekers towards a deeper understanding of the universe and their place within it. It's a path to understanding the universe, revealing the interconnectedness of all things. Hermeticism teaches that the cosmos is a living, breathing entity, and that we are an integral part of this grand design. It's also a path to understanding ourselves, encouraging introspection and self-awareness. By exploring our inner world, we can unlock the mysteries of our own existence. At its core, Hermeticism believes in a few key ideas, principles that serve as the foundation for its teachings. These principles are universal truths that can be applied to all aspects of life. One is the principle of as above, so below. This ancient axiom suggests that the microcosm reflects the macrocosm, and that the patterns and laws governing the universe are mirrored within us. This means the microcosm reflects the macrocosm, and vice versa. Our inner world is a reflection of the outer world, and by understanding one, we can gain insights into the other. Our inner world mirrors the outer world, and the changes we make within ourselves can influence the world around us. This principle encourages us to seek harmony and balance in all things. Another key idea is the power of the mind. Hermeticism teaches that our thoughts and beliefs shape our reality, and that by mastering our mind, we can transform our lives. Hermeticists believe in mental alchemy, the process of transmuting base thoughts and emotions into higher states of consciousness. This inner alchemy is a powerful tool for personal growth and spiritual development. We can transform ourselves by changing our thoughts and beliefs. By cultivating positive thoughts and releasing negative patterns, we can create a more fulfilling and harmonious life. This transformation is a journey, a continuous process of self-improvement and enlightenment. It requires dedication, discipline, and a willingness to explore the depths of our own being. It's about unlocking our hidden potential, discovering the latent abilities and talents that lie within us. Hermeticism provides the tools and techniques to awaken these dormant powers. Hermeticism might seem mysterious, but its wisdom is surprisingly practical. It's about self-discovery, understanding who we are and what we are capable of achieving. It's about living in harmony with the universe, aligning ourselves with the natural rhythms and cycles of life. By doing so, we can achieve a state of balance and inner peace. It's about realizing our true nature, recognizing that we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Hermeticism teaches us to embrace our divine essence and to live authentically and purposefully. Silence can be powerful. In the quiet, we can hear our inner voice. Hermetic meditation is about cultivating stillness. It's about listening to the whispers of our soul. One key technique is contemplative meditation. Find a quiet space. Close your eyes. Focus on your breath. As you breathe, let go of thoughts. This practice helps quiet the mind. Another technique is visualization. Picture yourself in a serene place. It could be a beach or a forest. Imagine the sights, sounds, and smells. This practice helps calm the mind. It also helps you connect with your inner world. Hermetic meditation isn't about escaping reality. It's about gaining clarity. It's about connecting with your true self. This clarity and connection can transform your life. Alchemy is often seen as magic, but at its heart, it's about transformation. Spiritual alchemy is similar. It's about transforming the self. It's about turning base metals into gold. This transformation happens through self-knowledge. It happens through the application of Hermetic principles. One key principle is the law of correspondence. This law states, as above, so below. Our inner world reflects the outer world. By changing ourselves, we change our reality. Another principle is the law of vibration. This law states that everything vibrates. Even our thoughts have a frequency. By raising our vibration, we attract positive experiences. We can raise our vibration through meditation. We can raise it through positive thinking. Spiritual alchemy is a journey. It's a journey of self-discovery. It's about realizing our full potential. Section 4. Ritual as a bridge, symbols and ceremony in Hermetic practice. Rituals can seem mysterious, but they serve a purpose. They act as a bridge between us and the divine. Hermetic rituals use symbols and ceremony to connect with higher realms. One common symbol is the Tree of Life. It represents the interconnectedness of all things. Another symbol is the caduceus, which represents healing and transformation. These symbols hold deep meaning and evoke powerful energies. Hermetic rituals aren't about invoking supernatural powers. They are about aligning ourselves with the universe. They are about tapping into our inner power. These rituals can be simple or elaborate. What matters is the intention behind them. The goal is to connect with something greater than ourselves. It's about fostering personal growth and spiritual evolution. The Tree of Life, for instance, is not just a symbol, but a map of the universe and the soul. It illustrates the journey from the mundane to the divine, showing us the path to enlightenment. Each branch and node on the Tree of Life represents different aspects of existence and consciousness, guiding practitioners in their spiritual journey. The caduceus, often associated with Hermes, the messenger of the gods, symbolizes the duality of life and the balance between opposing forces. It is a reminder that healing and transformation are possible through the harmonization of these forces. Hermetic rituals often involve meditation, visualization, and the recitation of sacred texts. These practices help to focus the mind and align the practitioner's energy with the desired outcome. The use of incense, candles, and other ritual tools serves to create a sacred space, enhancing the practitioner's connection to the divine. The act of performing a ritual is a form of active meditation, where each movement and word is imbued with intention and purpose. Group rituals can also be a powerful way to amplify the energy and intention of the practice. When individuals come together with a shared purpose, their collective energy can create a stronger connection to the higher realms. This sense of community and shared experience can be deeply transformative, fostering a sense of belonging and mutual support. After the ritual, reflection and journaling can help to integrate the experience and gain insights. Writing down thoughts, feelings, and any messages received during the ritual can provide clarity and guidance for future practices. This process of reflection is an important part of the Hermetic tradition, as it encourages continuous learning and growth. Hermetic texts and teachings offer a wealth of knowledge for those seeking to deepen their practice. These ancient writings provide detailed instructions on rituals, symbols, and the philosophy behind them. Studying these texts can enhance one's understanding and appreciation of the Hermetic tradition, offering new perspectives and insights. In conclusion, symbols and ceremony in Hermetic practice are not just about performing rituals for the sake of tradition. They are powerful tools for personal and spiritual development. By engaging with these practices, individuals can connect with the divine, align with the universe, and foster their own growth and transformation. Whether simple or elaborate, the true power of these rituals lies in the intention and dedication behind them. Through symbols and ceremony, we can bridge the gap between the mundane and the divine, embarking on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. Section 5. The Emerald Tablet's message as above, so below. This ancient text, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, has fascinated scholars, mystics, and seekers of wisdom for centuries. Its cryptic symbols and profound messages continue to captivate the human imagination. The Emerald Tablet is a mysterious text attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure who is often considered a syncretic combination of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth. Hermes Trismegistus is said to be the father of alchemy, astrology, and theurgy. It contains key Hermetic principles which are foundational to the Hermetic tradition. These principles are believed to hold the secrets of the universe and the keys to unlocking the mysteries of existence. One of the most important is as above, so below. This phrase encapsulates the idea that the macrocosm, or the larger universe, is reflected in the microcosm, or the smaller individual parts of existence. This principle is about correspondence. It suggests that there is a direct relationship between the different planes of reality, and that what happens on one level of existence can influence and be influenced by what happens on another. It means the microcosm reflects the macrocosm. In other words, the patterns and structures we observe in the vast cosmos are mirrored in the smallest particles and in our own lives. In other words, our inner world reflects the outer world. Our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs shape our experiences and the reality we perceive. Our thoughts and emotions create our reality. By changing our inner state, we can influence the outer world and bring about the changes we desire. If we want to change our reality, we must change ourselves. This principle encourages self-awareness and personal transformation as a means to achieve harmony and balance in our lives. The Emerald Tablet also speaks of the unity of all things. It teaches that everything in the universe is interconnected and that we are all part of a greater whole. It reminds us that we are all connected to each other and to the universe. This interconnectedness means that our actions and thoughts have far-reaching effects, influencing not just our own lives, but the world around us. This connection is a source of power. By understanding and embracing our connection to the universe, we can tap into a greater source of strength and wisdom. The Emerald Tablet's message is timeless. Its teachings have endured through the ages, offering guidance and insight to those who seek to understand the deeper truths of existence. It's as relevant today as it was centuries ago. In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, the principles of the Emerald Tablet remind us of the importance of unity, balance, and self-awareness. It's a reminder of our own power and a reminder to live in harmony with the universe. By aligning ourselves with these ancient teachings, we can find greater peace, purpose, and fulfillment in our lives. Today, many people find solace and inspiration in the Hermetic principles, applying them to modern life. Whether through meditation, personal development, or spiritual practice, the wisdom of the Emerald Tablet continues to guide and uplift. The journey of personal transformation begins with self-awareness. By looking within and understanding our own thoughts and emotions, we can start to make meaningful changes that reflect in our outer world. Living in harmony with the universe also means living in balance with nature. The Emerald Tablet encourages us to respect and honor the natural world, recognizing that we are all part of the same cosmic tapestry. As we embrace these teachings, we contribute to a collective consciousness that fosters unity and understanding. The shared human experience becomes richer and more meaningful when we acknowledge our interconnectedness. The timeless wisdom of the Emerald Tablet continues to resonate in modern times. Its enduring relevance speaks to the universal truths that transcend time and culture, offering a beacon of light in an ever-changing world. Unveiling the secrets of Hermeticism. Hermeticism, an ancient mystical tradition, offers profound insights into reality and the human experience. Rooted in the teachings of Hermes Trismegistus, this esoteric philosophy has captivated seekers for centuries. Its core principles, encapsulated in the Emerald Tablet, guide personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. We will delve into Hermeticism, unraveling its wisdom and discovering its relevance today. Imagine a time when knowledge was shrouded in mystery, passed down through secret societies. Hermeticism emerged from this ancient world, its origins veiled in myth and legend. Its teachings blend Egyptian cosmology, Greek philosophy, and mystical insights. By understanding and applying its principles, we can transform our lives and connect with a deeper reality. If you enjoyed this exploration, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kelvin Jasi. Like, share, and leave a comment to let me know your thoughts.
At the heart of Hermeticism stands Hermes Trismegistus, a legendary figure shrouded in mystery and revered as a divine sage. Often depicted as an Egyptian priest or a godlike being, Hermes Trismegistus authored mystical and philosophical texts known as the Hermetica. These writings span subjects from astrology and alchemy to cosmology and spiritual development. The name Hermes Trismegistus signifies the profound depth of his teachings. While his historical existence is debated, his legacy as a symbol of ancient wisdom endures. Hermes Trismegistus represents esoteric knowledge and the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment.
Among the many texts attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, the Emerald Tablet stands out as a cornerstone of Hermetic philosophy. This enigmatic text, said to have been inscribed on an emerald plate, encapsulates the essence of Hermetic wisdom in a series of concise and profound aphorisms. Its most famous passage, as above, So below, as within, so without, has become a guiding principle for understanding the interconnectedness of all things. The Emerald Tablet's cryptic language has been the subject of much interpretation and debate throughout history. Alchemists saw in it the secrets of transmutation, while mystics found profound spiritual truths hidden within its verses. Despite its brevity, the Emerald Tablet serves as a blueprint for understanding the Hermetic worldview. It reveals the fundamental principles that govern the universe, from the microcosm of the human soul to the macrocosm of the cosmos. By studying and contemplating its teachings, we gain insights into the nature of reality and our place within the grand scheme of existence.
At the core of Hermetic philosophy lies the principle of mentalism, a profound concept that asserts the primacy of mind over matter. This principle posits that the universe is fundamentally mental in nature, and that our thoughts and beliefs have a direct impact on our reality. In essence, the principle of mentalism suggests that we are what we think. Our thoughts are not merely fleeting impulses, but powerful forces that shape our experiences and mold our destiny. By understanding and harnessing the creative power of our minds, we can transform our lives and manifest our desires. This principle challenges us to become conscious creators of our reality. It encourages us to examine our thoughts and beliefs, identifying and releasing limiting patterns while cultivating positive and empowering ones. By aligning our thoughts with our highest aspirations, we tap into the infinite potential that resides within us.
Section 5. The Principle of Correspondence, as above, so below. The principle of correspondence is perhaps one of the most well-known and widely cited Hermetic teachings. Often summarized as above, so below, as within, so without, this principle highlights the interconnectedness of all things in the universe. It suggests that there is a fundamental correspondence between the macrocosm, the vast universe, and the microcosm, the human being. This principle reminds us that we are not separate from the cosmos, but rather integral parts of a vast and interconnected web of existence. Just as the stars and planets move in harmony within the galaxy, so too do the cells and organs function in concert within our bodies. By understanding the principle of correspondence, we gain a deeper appreciation for the interconnectedness of all things. We recognize that the patterns and principles that govern the universe are reflected in our own lives, and that by studying one, we can gain insights into the other.
Section 6. The Principle of Vibration. Everything is in motion. The principle of vibration asserts that everything in the universe is in constant motion and vibration. From subatomic particles to the vast expanse of space, nothing is at rest. This principle suggests a dynamic and ever-evolving cosmos. Different rates of vibration correspond to different states of matter, energy, and consciousness. By raising our vibrations through meditation and positive thinking, we can align with higher states of consciousness.
Section 7. The Principle of Polarity, Embracing the Duality of Life. The principle of polarity recognizes that duality is an inherent aspect of the universe. It states that everything has two poles, two opposing aspects, and that these opposites are not absolute but rather two extremes of the same continuum. We see this principle at play in the natural world, night and day, hot and cold, male and female. Within ourselves, we experience the duality of love and hate, courage and fear, joy and sorrow. The principle of polarity reminds us that these seemingly opposite forces are interconnected and interdependent. Rather than denying or suppressing one pole in favor of the other, Hermeticism encourages us to embrace the duality of life, recognizing that both poles are necessary for balance and wholeness. By understanding the principle of polarity, we can learn to navigate the challenges and paradoxes of life with greater wisdom and equanimity.
Section 8. The Principle of Rhythm. Navigating the Cycles of Change. The principle of rhythm asserts that everything in the universe moves in cycles. This principle observes the ebb and flow of life, the rise and fall of empires, the waxing and waning of the moon. Just as there are seasons of growth and dormancy in nature, so too do we experience cycles of expansion and contraction, activity and rest in our own lives. Understanding the principle of rhythm allows us to navigate these cycles with greater awareness and grace. We learn to recognize the natural rhythms of life and to flow with them rather than resisting them. When we are in a period of expansion, we make the most of the opportunities that come our way. When we are in a period of contraction, we allow ourselves time for rest and reflection, knowing that a new cycle of growth will inevitably follow.
Section 9. The principle of cause and effect, taking responsibility for our actions. The principle of cause and effect, sometimes referred to as karma, states that every cause has its effect and every effect has its cause. This principle asserts that nothing happens by chance, and that we live in an ordered and just universe where our actions have consequences. Understanding this principle empowers us to take responsibility for our lives. We realize that we are not victims of circumstance, but rather conscious creators of our own reality. By making choices that are aligned with our highest good, we create positive effects in our lives and in the world around us. The principle of cause and effect encourages us to live with intention and to consider the consequences of our actions. It reminds us that we have the power to shape our destiny through the choices we make each and every day.
Section 10. The principle of gender finding balance within. The principle of gender, despite its name, is not about biological sex, but rather about the masculine and feminine principles that exist within each of us. These principles are not limited to gender identity, but represent fundamental forces that shape creation and manifestation. The masculine principle is associated with action, logic, and outward expression, while the feminine principle is associated with intuition, emotion, and inward receptivity. Hermeticism teaches that both of these principles are essential for wholeness, and that true power comes from finding a harmonious balance between the two. This principle encourages us to embrace both our masculine and feminine qualities. It invites us to tap into our intuition and creativity, as well as our ability to take action and manifest our dreams. By integrating these polarities within ourselves, we unlock our full potential and live more fulfilling and balanced lives.
Section 11. Hermeticism, a timeless guide for personal transformation. Hermeticism, with its ancient wisdom and profound principles, offers a timeless guide for personal transformation. By studying and applying its teachings, we can gain a deeper understanding of ourselves, the universe, and our place within it. The 7 Hermetic principles, far from being outdated relics of the past, are just as relevant today as they were centuries ago. They provide us with a framework for understanding the nature of reality and for navigating the complexities of life with greater wisdom and purpose. Whether we are seeking spiritual enlightenment, personal growth, or simply a deeper understanding of the world around us, Hermeticism offers a rich and rewarding path of exploration. By embracing its teachings and integrating them into our lives, we embark on a journey of self-discovery and transformation, unlocking our hidden potential and creating a more fulfilling and meaningful existence.
Hermeticism, a philosophical and spiritual tradition, offers profound insights that remain strikingly relevant in our contemporary society. Originating from texts attributed to Hermes Trismegistus, it bridges the material and the spiritual, providing a framework for interpreting both the cosmos and individual life. Hermetic teachings, primarily encapsulated in the Kybalion, explore the nature of reality through several core principles. These principles offer practical guidance for personal development and understanding of the world around us. Understanding Hermeticism requires an open mind and a willingness to see beyond conventional wisdom. The teachings are tools for spiritual and intellectual growth, inviting practitioners to see the interconnectedness of all things. By the end of this journey, you will see how these ancient insights are practical tools for navigating modern life. Each section will break down the core principles of Hermeticism and discuss their modern applications. Through this exploration, we aim to provide a practical framework for personal development and understanding life's mysteries. The roots of Hermeticism stretch back to antiquity, specifically to Egypt and Greece. Hermes Trismegistus, a synthesis of the Greek god Hermes and the Egyptian god Thoth, is central to these teachings. Both deities were associated with writing, magic, and wisdom, making Hermes Trismegistus a fitting patron for a tradition steeped in esoteric knowledge. Hermetic texts gained prominence during the Hellenistic period and flourished during the Renaissance in Europe. Scholars embraced Hermetic texts as a lost wisdom that could provide insights into nature and the divine. This period saw the integration of Hermetic principles with emerging scientific ideas. Figures such as Giordano Bruno, Marsilio Ficino, and Isaac Newton delved into Hermetic texts for spiritual enlightenment and practical knowledge. The legacy of these explorations is evident in modern spiritual and philosophical movements. Understanding the historical trajectory of Hermeticism helps us appreciate its depth and resilience. Its capacity to adapt and integrate with various cultural currents demonstrates its relevance across eras. Hermeticism is built on 7 core principles, each exploring universal law and human experience. The first principle, mentalism, posits that the all is mind, suggesting everything is a manifestation of a universal consciousness. Correspondence reflects as above, so below, showing harmony between planes of existence. Vibration teaches that everything is in constant motion, vibrating at different frequencies. Polarity highlights the dual nature of existence, light and dark, hot and cold. Each principle guides personal and spiritual growth. We will explore how these teachings apply in everyday contexts. The principle of mentalism, which asserts that the all is mind, serves as a cornerstone for understanding Hermetic philosophy. This concept suggests that all of reality is a mental construct, originating from a universal, omnipotent consciousness. Grasping the notion of the universal mind transforms how we perceive challenges and opportunities. By recognizing that our thoughts and attitudes can influence our reality, we empower ourselves to create positive change. This is not about wishful thinking, but understanding the power of mental focus and intention. In practical terms, embracing the principle of mentalism means cultivating mindfulness and awareness in our daily lives. It involves observing our thoughts, emotions, and reactions to understand how they shape our experiences. This heightened awareness allows us to make more conscious choices, aligning our thoughts with the outcomes we desire. Recognizing that we're all part of a larger, interconnected consciousness fosters a sense of unity and compassion. This holistic view can lead to more cooperative and compassionate behaviors, promoting a harmonious environment. The principle of correspondence, encapsulated in the maxim, as above, so below, as below, so above, offers profound insights into the interconnectedness of the universe. This principle suggests that the laws governing the stars and planets also apply to the life of an individual. By understanding the macrocosm, we can better understand the microcosm, and vice versa. This correspondence between different levels of reality provides a powerful tool for understanding and navigating the world. In practical terms, this principle can be applied to enhance personal understanding and problem solving. Observing patterns in nature can provide insights into human behaviors and societal trends. The principle of correspondence teaches us the value of analogical thinking, a powerful method for creative problem solving and innovation. This principle encourages a holistic approach to health and wellness, considering physical, mental, and spiritual factors. This perspective can guide us towards more balanced lifestyles, integrating diet, exercise, and mental health practices. The principles of vibration and polarity provide valuable insights into the dynamic and dual nature of reality. According to Hermeticism, everything in the universe is in constant motion, vibrating at different frequencies. This principle of vibration teaches us that by changing our personal vibrations through thoughts, feelings, and actions, we can alter our experiences and interactions. Polarity teaches that everything has its opposite, hot and cold, light and dark, positive and negative. This principle helps us understand that life's challenges are often balanced by opportunities. In everyday practice, these principles can be applied through mindfulness and emotional regulation. By being aware of our emotional states and consciously choosing our responses to life's events, we can maintain a higher vibrational state. Understanding polarity can aid in conflict resolution and improving relationships. Recognizing that every perspective has an opposite and valid point of view can foster empathy and understanding. This approach encourages a more balanced and inclusive consideration of different opinions. The principle of rhythm is encapsulated in the understanding that life is a series of ebbs and flows, peaks and valleys. Recognizing this natural rhythm can help us better navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. In practical terms, this principle teaches us resilience and adaptability. By recognizing that no condition is permanent, we can maintain our composure and optimism through challenging times. This perspective encourages patience and perseverance. The principle of rhythm can inform our decision-making and planning. By understanding that conditions will change, we can prepare for different possibilities. This principle can enhance our mental and emotional well-being. Embracing the rhythm of life allows us to experience each moment more fully, appreciating the good times and learning from the difficult ones. The principle of cause and effect, often summarized as every action has a reaction, is a fundamental aspect of Hermetic philosophy. It teaches that nothing happens by chance. Everything is the result of preceding causes. This principle empowers us to take responsibility for our lives and understand the impact of our actions on the future. In daily life, this principle can guide ethical behavior and decision-making. By considering the potential effects of our actions, we can choose paths that are beneficial for ourselves and others. Understanding cause and effect can improve personal relationships. Actions such as kindness and respect tend to generate positive reactions, strengthening bonds and building trust. This principle also plays a critical role in personal development. By recognizing that our current habits and behaviors are the result of past decisions, we can make conscious choices that shape a desired future. The principle of gender in Hermeticism touches on the metaphysical, asserting that both qualities are essential in all creations. This balance is seen in action and reception, giving and receiving, fundamental to life. Integrating these energies leads to harmony. Cultivating assertiveness and empathy enhances personal and professional effectiveness. It also impacts relationships. Balancing speaking and listening, leading and following, creates healthier interactions. Valuing both qualities builds mutual respect. In society, it encourages inclusive decision-making. In today's fast-paced and often chaotic world, the ancient wisdom of Hermeticism offers valuable tools for finding balance, understanding, and growth. By applying principles such as mentalism, correspondence, vibration, polarity, rhythm, cause and effect, and gender, individuals can navigate personal and collective challenges with greater ease and insight. Using the principle of mentalism, one can cultivate a mindset that positively influences their reality. By focusing thoughts on constructive and hopeful outcomes, individuals can shape their experiences and environments in beneficial ways. The principle of vibration can be used in daily interactions, where maintaining a high vibrational state can influence others positively. These principles can be employed in tackling larger societal issues. The principle of cause and effect can guide policies and practices towards sustainability and ethical progress. Understanding the interconnections suggested by the principle of correspondence can help in solving complex problems. These principles offer a holistic approach to addressing modern challenges. Embracing Hermeticism provides a framework for personal and societal transformation. These teachings encourage us to view life as a canvas for meaningful action. Applying this wisdom enhances our ability to navigate complexity. Hermeticism invites us to connect with a deeper reality. Its insights are as relevant today as in ancient times. It offers practical tools for a fulfilling life. Integrating these principles leads to deeper understanding. This fosters a harmonious and enlightened existence.